Mr. Speaker, I rise today to share with you real stories from people of Colorado who shared with me their stories to inform the House of Representatives and let my colleagues know how critical it is that we pass health care reform. One of my constituents lives in Boulder. She asked that her name not be used in talking about this story. She's employed and she has health care. She considers herself one of the lucky ones. Nevertheless, she has a first-hand viewpoint of how the system is broken. She carefully planned for the hip surgery that her daughter needed. She paid what she thought were the out-of-pocket costs, $15,000. She was okay with that. She had that. She paid that. But still, the bills came. This woman has a doctorate, a PhD, and yet she spent hours trying to understand the amazing array of EOBs, explanation of benefits, statements, and bills that barraged her. She had to learn the nuances of the system, and that her main out-of-pocket costs didn't really cover the billed costs. In other words, despite all of her research and being able to afford and put aside $15,000, she found that she's still responsible for the balance, over $5,000. Heaven help those, she says, who don't have the time, resources, or patience to sort through all this mess. She writes that she fully supports President Obama's health care reform and believes that we need to pass health care reform immediately. Can you imagine? This is a woman with a PhD. Can you imagine somebody who is just learning English, who hasn't graduated high school, dealing with the complexity, a barrage of forms that I dare most members of Congress to be able to understand and comprehend? Through health care reform, we can simplify that. By creating the exchange, we provide one-stop shopping for people who are self-employed, unemployed, a low-cost option. Tax credits, affordability credits to help people get the health care they need to afford the treatments they need. That's why we need to pass health care reform to move our country forward, cover uninsured Americans, and make our country more competitive. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.